Hi, welcome to my video. This is the Eclectic Male Witch. Tonight, guys, remember how last night we discussed about the pain of rejection and the mental health issues it can cause with it? Well, guys, tonight I'm going to show you a return to sender spell to return the rejection back to those rejecting you. Now, guys, before I go any further, this is an absolutely last resort. Now, if you've done spells to try to be brought into people's circles, try to become friends with them, more than likely that's going to work. This is only like if it gets to a point where you're going to have a mental breakdown. You have to return that energy back. You can't hold on to it. You need the people that did this to understand how it feels. Not do you wish harm on anybody, guys. This is not a hex. Please understand that. I do not do that. This is just simply to return the energy back, make them feel what it feels like to be rejected. We don't want that on anybody, but this is because you're saving. This is a self-defense, guys. This is only to stop you from having a breakdown. I've seen what it can do to people when they're rejected. This is an absolutely last resort. If you try something like this and it's not necessary, guys, it's going to bounce back to you, and it's going to make it worse on you. I'm warning you. Only do it as a last resort. I'm not even really doing this spell, but I am going to show you how to do it. I'm going to act like I'm doing it, but I've never done it myself. I haven't needed to. It's never been to that point. So I'm going to show you how to defend yourself, guys. This is something that we don't take lightly. It's not something we like to do, but sometimes it becomes necessary to defend yourself, guys. You know how I've explained before, I'm for defensive magic, so I've explained that from the beginning of my videos, that sometimes this kind of thing is necessary. So I'm going to show you what we got, what we're using. Alright, I got my petition here, and yes, you can mention names on this one. I don't got real names. This is John Doe, Jane Doe, and Jim Doe. These are supposed to be the people that have caused pain in your life by rejecting you but not letting you become friends, or pushing you away, making fun of you constantly, or whatever it may be, guys, that is causing you to a point where it's actually going to affect you, where you could actually have a breakdown. And I can't make that clear enough. A black candle for protection. You don't want this bouncing back to you, guys. I have a plate I'm setting it on. Lemon essential oil to anoint the petition. This is a glass spell, so lemon juice is the main liquid for the glass spell. Black salt to protect this from bouncing back to you. To make it a little stronger, just a tiny bit of crushed red pepper and black peppercorn. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do, before we do anything else, just make sure there's nothing in here. I cleaned it out, so it should be fine. We're going to take the lemon juice. We're going to put it inside the glass. Alright? This is to make people feel sorrowful for doing that, and make them experience a little bit of what it's like to be rejected. We don't want to do this, guys. This is, like I said, this is to save your mental sanity. Because rejection is so horrible that it can actually cause somebody to have a breakdown, guys. This is how bad this stuff is. So we have to do something about it if it gets to the point where it's going to affect your mind. So, alright, so that's in there. That's as far as we're going for right now. Alright, my petition. And I'm going to take my lemon essential oil. And we're going to anoint the petition with that. Okay? And I'm going to speak my intentions. Be careful. Don't speak any harm on anybody. This is not harming. This is returning the energy they gave you. That is it. You don't want to harm people. It will come back to you, guys, if you try that. So don't. Every once in a while, like I said, we have to cover these kind of things. So, alright. I'm going to speak my intentions and anoint this, alright? The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. Harm no one, so mote it be. You can get a little bit on the names of the people. Like I said, this is a very rare circumstance where you can mention names, guys. Or you can do it just generally, like if there's a bunch of people. But I'm just saying there's like, say, just for example, there's 3 people that are doing it, alright? Leave the petition here for right now. Now I'm going to take my black candle. Basically it says on there, it says pretty much close to the same thing. The pain of rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. I didn't even put my name in it because I'm not really doing this spell, guys. I've never had to, so I just want to make that clear. But I'm showing you how to defend yourself, guys. So put the lemon juice in your hand. And we're going to anoint the black candle, okay? The pain you caused by rejecting me is returned to you equally. So mote it be. This is no joke, guys. I got these ingredients online. Most of them I modified them a little bit myself. But this is a real spell. It wasn't about, what I got it from wasn't about rejection, but it can be used for something, for defense. So this is the particular defense it's for. Just to clear my hands a little bit. Oh, I got a dragon's blood incense too, for protection. It removes negative, but it keeps positive energy around. Alright? Take the candle, put it on the plate. I had to raise it up. It's not necessary for you to see the bottom of the plate because what you need to see is the glass, because that's what we're doing this at. We still love these people, guys. This isn't about rejecting them. This is about having them feel what it feels like. More than likely what's going to happen, they're going to come to you and apologize and realize that this is a horrible thing and we can't be doing this. We want, to be your friends or whatever, guys. So, alright. Now we're going to add the other ingredients. A little bit of black salt to protect this from bouncing back. But it won't matter. If you're doing this when it's not necessary, it's still going to bounce back to you. So, alright, I'm going to sprinkle this in here. Speak my intentions. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. A little bit of crushed red pepper, just a tiny, tiny bit. We're not hexing people, guys. I don't do that. This is just the return, the rejection back to them equally. See, a little bit of crushed red pepper. I'm going counterclockwise for this one. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. Not everybody necessarily believes in defensive magic, but see, the thing is, as witches, we have our own path. We can't judge each other for doing things, and we understand that kind of thing. But I believe in defensive magic, so. Black peppercorns. Just a little bit. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. Alright, guys. Now, I'm going to light the dragon's blood incense. You need, also, when you do this spell, you need to cast a circle and protect yourself, guys. I'm still going to have to show you how to do that. So, because you're not working with dark energy, but you're working with energy that's negative in the sense that it's going to return it back to them. It's not evil. It's not, which I don't believe magic is good or evil, but it's not sinister, guys. Well, you still need to protect yourself, alright? So, I'm going to set the dragon's blood incense over there. Now it's time to light the candle. I'm going to speak my intentions as I do it. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. Now you take the anointed petition, guys, and you want to fold it away from you because you're sending it back. You don't want to send it towards you, you want to send it back. So what you do, fold it 3 times this way, turn it to the right and fold it 3 times the other way, okay? The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. So it looks just like that. Now, guys, don't do this in anger. This isn't hexing or cursing. You can be sad. You can feel passionate about it, but do not do this in anger, guys. All right. I'm dropping the petition in the ingredients now. All right, guys. And I'm going to use a spoon to push it down to get it soaked in there. All right. And I'm going to start stirring this counterclockwise and speaking my intentions, guys. All right. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. Put your pain into the glass, guys. All that pain you felt by being rejected. Put the energy into this liquid, this lemon juice and the ingredients. So what we're going to do, we're going to take it out later and we're going to throw the liquid out back. You can do it in the back or front, but you're letting it go. You're releasing it and it's going back to the people that gave it to you, guys. Because you can't just send it back to the universe. You need to send this back to the people that gave it to you because they need to understand what it's like. They need to understand what it's like to do that. Because in the long run, I think they're going to realize that they won't be doing that stuff anymore because they'll realize that it's not right, guys. Like I said, I'm not really doing this spell. I'm acting. I'm showing you what to do. I have no reason to. Even if I was experiencing some sort of form of rejection in my life, guys, it hasn't gotten to that point where it's an absolute last resort. I don't have any reason to do that. This is if you're gonna lose your mental sanity. Your mental health is at stake, guys. Just remember that. I can't stress that enough. All right. Now you take your dragon's blood incense. Move this for a minute. Without touching the actual lemon juice, stay inside the rim of the glass, okay? And go counterclockwise. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. You can go around the candle a little bit too, guys. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to stir it for another minute. And then when I stop the video, I'm stopping this because I'm not even really doing this. So I just wanted to show you guys how to defend yourself. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced any form of rejection, but if you have, you'll understand how painful it is because it makes you feel worthless. It dehumanizes you. Like that discussion we had the other night about rejection. And I was saying in the discussion that there's a last resort, that you can send it back. I'm just showing you one way to do that, guys. Alright? The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused by rejecting me is now returned to you equally. So mote it be. So mote it be. So mote it be. You can get faster and faster with your passion as you do it, guys. Stir it faster and faster and put your energy into that, alright? So that's how you do a last resort, return the sender spell, to return rejection back to those rejecting you, guys. And like I said, do not attempt this unless it is a situation where you're going to have a breakdown. Because karma will take care of itself otherwise, guys. This is the rid your mental health. When you return it to them, they're not going to have a breakdown over it, guys. But it's going to make them sad. They might even experience a little rejection themselves in their life, guys. They're going to feel what it's like. I think ultimately, don't give up on trying to become friends with people just because you do this spell. This is because I think in the long run, people are going to end up becoming your friends, or whatever they've done to make you feel rejected. I think after they experience something like that themselves, I think they're going to finally understand, guys. Because I think a lot of people don't really get what it's like. They don't understand the depth of the pain people experience with it. And this is what it's all about. It's self-defense. Last resort, self-defense. Okay, guys. You know, we love these people. This isn't about harming anybody. This is showing them what it's like, what it feels like, guys. So, alright. Remember, everyone has worth, value, beauty, and needs to be loved. Everyone has worth, value, beauty, and deserves love, deserves unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, unconditional friendship, unconditional respect, guys. If you'd like to make a donation to my channel to help out, it'd be appreciated. My Cash App is $Eclectic81. That's $ECLECTIC81. You can send me an email if you got a suggestion for something you want me to do, or maybe something you want me to do for you to try to help. Like I said, if you have any suggestions or you just want to say hi, or that's my PayPal address as well. PayPal is eclecticmalewitch@gmail.com. eclecticmalewitch@gmail.com. Alright guys, I'll say it again. This is a last resort. Only do it if you can't handle it anymore. You're gonna have a breakdown, guys. Because not only will it probably not work, but it will end up bouncing back to you and only make your rejection worse. I'm warning you. Please consider what I just said. This is only self-defense for last resort. I'll say it again. This is only self-defense for last resort. Alright guys, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell notification icon to be updated on my latest video. Thank you for watching my video. This is the Eclectic Male Witch. Blessed be.